some Spanish,
I'm from
but
Mexico.
I'm not. Yeah,
I don't know. I
I'm
think
not.
it's like, look, Django looks more Mexican than Ricky. That's why I always go to him. And like that.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
Wow, he's right, dude.
And I'm the one that was born in Mexico. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another beautiful episode Into the Jar.
That one's.
I think mine was the best.
Yeah,
It had a little more
yes.
girth to it.
I think you got the good one.
Yes, it was.
So today is my good buddy Ray.
What's
Mr. Ray
up?
Saenz.
My good buddy Ray.
Whatever. I'll let you have it just because you technically have seniority over me. Because I've known you for like a couple of years. Not too long,
Look,
right?
You don't know nothing about me and Chago. We have Chago go back over 20 years.
Oh,
Maybe even
Maybe longer
longer.
than
All
that,
right,
actually.
you're fuck. I take it back. I take it back.
We go longer than that.
Yeah, we go back. So,
A ver.
what's on today's topics?
Today's topic, seeing how October is right here, we're gonna go spooky.
So let me just. I mean, you're talking about October. It's September 16th, for fuck's sake.
See, but this episode's not gonna come out to like probably the 31st of
Okay,
October.
well, I'm just letting you know right
At
now
this
that
rate.
it's
By
September.
the way, we're recording on September what, Chago?
That's what I just said. We're recording on September 16th, and we're already talking about October. So everywhere I look right now,
Don't judge me.
everywhere I look, everybody is getting ready for Halloween, and it's still October. It's still September.
'Cause
Like, what are you doing? Like, September.
It's too short of a holiday. We need to make it longer.
All right, Jack Skellington. Like, take it easy, dude.
No,
You know,
Mhm.
no.
like I love Halloween just as much as anybody does. You know, it's great and all that stuff, but.
Right now, I feel a lot of judging coming from that side of the table, and I feel like I need my space.
You know, like as soon as Halloween's over, like everybody's just gonna be like Christmas, and it's November.
I take that
and
back.
It's not
Yeah.
even.
I take that back because remember, there's a special gap between Halloween and Christmas, and that's Thanksgiving.
Yes.
You guys forgot about that. That's when everybody gets fat.
But nobody pays attention to that.
Yes, they do.
Nobody pays
I
attention.
pay attention to it because it's my extra day off at work. That's the only reason why I care.
I just
'cause
eat
that means
turkey.
I get another day off.
I just eat turkey.
It's a
Uh,
3-day weekend for me.
so yeah, I mean it's cool. You know, October's awesome, and yeah, like you said, you know, scary stuff and hauntings and whatnot. You know, excuse me.
He's not. He's doing it on purpose.
What the hell, man? So
What the hell are you drinking, bro?
It's a bang. Shameless promotion.
It's a bang drink. It's an energy drink. You
Ben,
should-
sponsor us? Come
I
on.
hope so.
Come on, Ben.
Please.
Nice. You
Sponsor
did.
us.
Okay, let me be quiet because I was going to say something bad.
No. Don't ruin our future
I know.
sponsors. Not yet.
So yeah, I mean, talking about scary stories and stuff, you know, and like we were talking about, you know, introducing Ray and stuff like that. You know, Ray and I go way back. You know, like
20 years.
first grade, dude.
Oh shit!
Like,
I think I met like
it's longer
middle
than
school or
that. Yeah,
something.
it's been a very long
It's
time.
a very long time,
Yeah, it's
dude.
been a long time. You know, his mom, super nice lady. You know, she was in school. You know, she worked at school, and she was my librarian. You know, she was awesome. She would always take care of us and stuff like that. And then it was, you know, we just shared the same taste for music and stuff like that. We had the same interests. We went to concerts. We did band stuff together. We played music together.
We jammed out together.
Yeah, we jammed out together. We had some really, really fun, good times together, you know. But since we're on, you know, since the idea is to talk about scary stories, when I shot Ray a message earlier, like about, 30 minutes ago or something like
Give
that,
or
I was like,
take.
I was like, hey, you know what? There is a scary story that, you know,
Oh.
that me and Ray went through. I don't know if you'll remember it. You know, I did mention it before we started recording, and you know, he's not too sure, but I think once I bring it up, he'll be like,
You
oh
remember?
yeah, I remember that.
Before we even start the story, just remember my what's it called? My memory's a little fuzzy from all the chingazos and all the hits in the head. I'm sorry, guys. Is that my memory's a little bit, but when Tago talks about this topic, I think it will come around, and I think I'll remember.
Hopefully.
So just so that you guys know a little backstory on Ray. Ray trains jiu-jitsu. He was a jailer. He does film. He does video games online and stuff like that. Ray's very, very...
He actually helped us a little bit right now.
Yeah,
with
he
our
actually
camera.
helped us a lot too. We were having some troubles with audio, and then we were with video and stuff like that. So Ray's a bad motherfucker.
Thank you. Well, like thank you, Chago. Like I like film. I love jiu-jitsu. I worked for over 13 years as a correctional officer and a jailer in the state of Texas. Seen my shit, and hopefully I'll share my stories what I've seen. Also, what's it called? Like Jago said, we go way back, like 20 plus years through high school, through elementary, middle school, high school. We went to concerts. We're not. I remember we saw each other at the Metallica concert in not the first one in San Antonio the second one, my bad. The second one, and then one little bit.
That's right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, me too. I just remembered that. Then we go way back. I remember in 2005-ish or 4-ish, we played together in Alice. No, it wasn't Alice. It was
Yeah, it was Alice.
It was Alice.
Yeah.
It was Alice. And there was a famous picture that I always put on my Facebook, and I still have it to this day. It was me, you, Fabian, Luis, and
oh yeah,
remember that picture?
Yeah, another one.
I always
maybe we'll pop it up. Somewhere.
We'll pop it up here.
Just send it to me, and I'll add it.
Yeah, I always have that picture there to remind us of that show, dude.
That was a good show.
It was a good show, and it was. And I wonder what happened. What happened to the venue?
The venue was called the Downtown Riot, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
What was this at again?
In Alice.
Alice had. I haven't been there in a long time, but Alice had a pretty epic metal scene. I'm pretty sure they still do. My buddy TJ, he was out. Oh, he's in Kingsville, but we jammed there. My buddy Matt and all that stuff. We did some fun things out there. But yeah, good times, man. And Ray went out there and broke the ice and left a real good impression with those people. We went back and yeah, it was fun.
We basically tore it up, dude.
Yeah.
No, since we were like back then, I want to say in 2003 and 2005 was the years of the so-called freaks here in Rio Grande City.
That was before that, man.
Huh?
I was gonna say that has to be before that.
It was still going.
No, that was at its peak. Do you think so? Because of our class?
It was the peak time for that was like 2001 to all the way to 03. Somewhere around 04 is when it started to become like normalized, and like the people that used to judge and pick at us and stuff like that. That's when they started to come around and like you would see the guys that would beat his freaks son of like
that was funny. Like beat your freaks on the Vanagon.
Yeah, you'd have that. You would have them, and then, here we were, 2004, 05. You'd see these guys walking around with snake bite piercings.
Yeah, snake bite piercings.
Cool,
or you'd see them with gauged out, earrings, and it's like, hey, dude, like, weren't you the one that used to fucking
judge me for it?
And all I had was a fucking hoop earring. You know what I mean? Like, now you're the one with fucking gauged earrings and fucking.
I think they were just judging you. Personally,
all of it.
No,
once didn't like you.
Once they did that, dude, like everybody thought it was a norm. Once we were like that, like if it has loop earrings, fucking piercings and shit, and we did it before. We're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but you keep in mind this was here in
Stark County.
Here in Stark County. You go to like Hidalgo County and stuff like that, McAllen. over there, like it was.
Yeah, I mean, this is like a small little.
Yeah, it's
completely town, dude. You can't really compare it, unfortunately.
So maybe, like I mean, times were completely different, and things changed and stuff like that. And later on, people reached out like, "Hey, dude, sorry for the way I was and stuff like that," which is
sorry for being an asshole.
Yeah, it pretty crazy how that turned out, but it's cool, man.
I got a story on that. Remember the guy named...
Let's not drop names.
Yeah,
okay, there was a guy back in high school. And I don't remember... Like, I saw this guy. He's always, like, fucking talking shit to... Oh, sorry. Us.
I think...
We can say bad words, right?
Yeah, we are discussing.
Okay, so he was always talking shit, blah, blah, blah. Then I met him at the brew. I hardly go to the brew because I don't want to run into people here. But
Same.
like for real, I'm sorry, dude.
It's a cool place,
Yeah,
but I just don't
these
want to
are
go
the
there.
only people.
There's some, yeah, like you just don't want to like interact or like.
Yeah, it's like I just want to go and chill, and then you'll
Yeah.
meet that one guy. It's like, I haven't talked to you in like 4 years for a reason. Dude.
No. This is more like fucking like 10 years. But anyways, like when I went to this guy and I saw him, he just came up to me, gave me a hug, and started crying. And he told me, "I'm sorry with everything I've done to you." Like, what the fuck did you do to me? Like for reals. Like he was like crying, like I'm sorry.
It has to be awkward, dude.
It was.
Yeah, there's been times where
it's
like
weird.
people. I don't know about the whole crying bit, but I know there's been times where it's like, who were you?
Yeah.
Or like, who were you again? And you did what?
Because
Like,
I had stuff kind of like that where like I've had people that graduated with me who were like, hey man, go on the Rick and this and that, and I'll be like, hey you buddy, how are you doing?
How's it
was
going? Yeah.
but it's never been like oh I'm sorry kind of thing.
I've had dudes straight up like, hey, ¿qué onda, Jaime? You know, and it's like, you got me confused for the wrong dude. Like all together, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I've gotten that one before. Hey, you know, how's your family? Pues bien, güey, you know, you kind of make some small talk. Hey, bro, why I gotta go? Luckily, this is like somewhere in passing where it's like, you know, you got others. I
gotta go finish some errands or whatever.
Yeah.
I thank God we just here in Rio we just go zoom very quick.
Yeah.
And what sucks about Rio, if you guys don't know what Rio is that it's a pretty small town. Only got 4 supermarkets.
Well, technically 2, which is
no,
HEB and Walmart.
4.
What
Don't forget the border towns.
He's right.
Oh, right. Technically, yeah.
And Dollar Generals.
I'm talking about like
but
the big ones.
Yeah.
The bigger ones, yeah.
And the one in La Casita and La Grulla is border town too. No, what's it called?
Like
No,
border town.
Yeah, but there's another border town, pa
la salida. Yeah.
No, that's Midway. That's Midway. And
It's over there by Midway.
Yeah, it's my Midway.
So let's get down to brass tacks here. Let's get down to some scary stories.
I know que feo.
So like the first time, like Ray and I knew each other and stuff like that. You know, we hung out in high school, and you know we had the same group of friends, and we did all this silly shit together in school. And I don't remember, you know, but we just never hung out with each other like after school or anything like that, which wasn't a bad thing. But it was just like one day, like, hey dude, like, you want to come over and hang out? Yeah, sure, screw it, why not? And you know, I was young, we were both young, and I didn't drive a car yet, so you know, my mom dropped me off and stuff like that.
Oh, what's it called? Like, can I go over, Mom?
Yeah,
please?
basically, mom dropped me off, and we hung out.
Dude, that was most embarrassing, but also awesome times.
I saw his mom. She's like, "Oh my God, hi, Chavo," and this and
¿Cómo
that.
estás,
And,
chiquito?
yeah, pretty much. How's your mom and dad and blah blah blah. Like, Miss Saenz, you know, everything's cool. And we did our thing, man. We hung out. I want to say we walked across the street to the store, bought some like Snickers candies and like pork rinds. Yeah, just random stuff. You know what I mean? Stuff that kids did.
Yeah, just
you know,
random shit.
With my Dr. Pepper.
And his Dr. Pepper, yeah. So the night was coming to an end, and it was a summer night. You know, it's not like we had school the next day or anything like that. We were just kind of like doing our summer stuff, and I called my mom up to come pick me up, and hey, well, let's go outside and hang out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's just wait for mom outside. Like, okay, cool. Mm-hmm. You know, Ray and I are sitting down in this bench that he had outside. And, you know, we were just talking about random stuff, talking about music, and, you know, maybe one day, you know, playing in a band, and we're both just looking up at the sky. And I remember the both of us just kind of fixated on this one little dot in the sky, this little light, and it was moving. You know,
I remember that now.
Yeah. So this little dot was clearly moving. It was just, and we were like, is it a star or what is that? And you could see it, you know, moving. And, you know, I did the whole, you know, I did the, you know, the thumb thing, and you know, it
moved from your thumb?
It moved past my thumb and stuff like that. We're just like, what is that? We looked at it for a good 8-10 seconds, more or less. And then all of a sudden, it just, rather than going, you know, to the side, it goes up.
I remember that night. I remember because he was like, hey, mira, wey. No, this is how your reaction was. He said, hey, mira, wey. He did the whole thing like he said, like that. And then when it was going to go up, you went like this. And like, say, so madre.
Yeah, it went up. It went up in the sky. And me and Ray just kind of like looked at each other like, what the fuck? and I don't know, for some reason, like both of us just, the hair on my skin, you know,
You
kind
got
of
those goosebumps kind of thing.
yeah, it's enchinol, you know,
No,
se encueró el chino, you know.
no, I remember that night, Chago. I was like, "A la verga." We
Yeah.
look at each other like, did this just happen?
Yeah. It really freaked me out. It freaked the both of us out. We both just kind of like, what the fuck? Yeah, and we took off. We bolted right back inside.
Yeah.
I want to say we both had the same idea. You know, we were like, did we just see a fucking UFO, dude? Yeah, like, did we just see a fucking UFO?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's that time you guys called me that there was a UFO outside. I think you guys were hanging out.
Me and Ray?
No, you were with Duck.
Was
You were
Duck
with Duck, and I forgot who else you were with. And I didn't get to hang out with you guys that night. And you guys called me like at 2 a.m, I think it was. And you guys were like, oh, go outside your house. And I thought you guys were fucking with me because, you know, Duck and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
So I go outside and they're like, oh, look at the stars. And I remember because I was in my front yard, so I was facing that way. And they're like, look up, and you're gonna see a little blinking light. And I was like, okay, I think it's like a satellite or something.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
But, you guys called me, so I somehow found it. My little sister was there too, so she's witness to it. And then like the blinking pattern on it changed to where it looked like it was going like like sideways.
Yeah.
Then it started to go like one way, and it would stop.
Yeah.
And then the other way, then it would go up.
Yep.
And then the last thing I remember it doing was going opposite, so towards the sunrise.
Yeah.
And we were out there for like half an hour just staring at it too.
I remember that, and that took place when we were hanging out at a friend's house, and I remember all of us. We were like, "What the fuck?" You know, we were
it's
all
like, how do you even
out.
spot that?
Yeah, it was actually a really, really bright night. You know, the moon was in full effect, and
hey, wait a minute, that was the same night. Was like a full moon? No, was a full moon too, right?
Ah, dude, I don't know. I can't.
No, I remember it has to be with a fucking what's it called, like
oh, yours and mine?
Yes.
Yeah, yours and mine it was everything was super bright. Then.
Yes,
yeah.
so it has to be. Since that's how it happens, it has to be a full fucking moon.
Maybe.
Yeah. So like, I think, you know, ghosts and
UFOs go pretty hand in hand.
No, no. They're two totally different. You know, ghosts.
Have you seen such? Was it the?
And then UFOs. Aliens.
That scary movie, the
Fourth Kind.
The Fourth Kind, yeah.
Dude,
that's like a scary movie and it's about aliens,
dude.
dude.
I'll never. Okay. I can do fucking demons. I can do possessions. I can do everything like that. I just cannot do aliens. I cannot do it, way.
Yeah.
I cannot do it, way.
And I remember both of us, we freaked the fuck out. We ran inside and both of us were just like, dude, did you see that? I fucking saw that, dude. Did you see that? And then, you know.
That's creepy.
And like about 10 minutes later, mom gets there and I remember telling my mom the same story, you know, about what I saw. And mom was like, well, what do you think it was? I don't know.
It's a weather balloon.
Yeah, like Ray says, Ray says, man, you know, like ghosts and demons and things that go bump at night, whatever, like that's one thing, but
an alien out there who's looking to probe you.
Yeah, for some
dude, seriously, dude. Like,
and I think what, you know, after watching The Fourth Kind, you know, it just kind of like makes it even creepier.
That was a legit scary movie.
Yeah, that was a legit scary movie.
And they never found the little girl.
No.
They never found her.
And the mom stayed like actual crazy and shit.
And fucking paralyzed.
Funny story, you know, like since we're talking about The Fourth Kind, I think, you know, a friend of mine told me that she had a teacher who said she was from Alaska. Okay. And apparently that place, Juneau, Alaska, isn't real. But, you know, because apparently she's from her teacher, her professor from college was from Alaska. And she's like, yeah, no, there's no such place as Juneau, Alaska. But I think let's find out.
Oh, the interwebs.
Yeah, let's find out.
Okay, we're gonna crack it. Okay, we're gonna go to the internet here.
Did you just flip open your phone?
Yeah.
But what?
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. I got the flip phone.
I thought you had the old, like the Lotus and stuff. Oh, look at Mr. Fancy over here.
Dude, look at that.
Sorry guys,
it reminds me of the old Lotus.
I remember the Razor phones back in the day.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
That is cool.
We're gonna look in the internet here.
How does a screen fold on that?
Oh, because it has like a little.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Oh my god, it's like actually talking.
Yeah. I thought it was like two separate screens to it or something.
Actually, technically it has two different batteries though, but the screen is just like folded, like a piece of what's it called, like a plastic, just folded like that. So that's cool. Good.
Yeah. So like I was like, you know, that kind of that kind of thing where like aliens and shit like that was really really creepy. And it's like it's a short story. It you know, but that really did.
Racist.
It hit me in the pit of my stomach where like you just you have that
weird unease to it,
that creepy fucking feeling of dread, and that's because there was two of us. It was me and Ray, and we're outside. We're basically in the middle of the city, but for some reason it still managed to scare the shit out of me, and
I guess I fucking just
I can only imagine what it would have been like if we would have been like at the ranch or something like that.
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere, seeing that shit, fucking freaking out. Yeah, I probably would have sucked.
See, because my experience with aliens was that one time that you guys called me, but okay. I didn't get that feeling. I wasn't like uneased or anything about it. I was just like, huh, that is neat.
Like, what is that?
Yeah, like I was like, my brain was like just trying to process it. Like, how can I make logical sense of this? I was like, I know it's not a helicopter because of the lights and the way it's moving. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't think we have weather balloons like that down here. the go-to excuse. So to me, that's a UFO. And that's about as far as I can elaborate on it. ¿Qué estás buscando?
I'm trying to see if that place is real or not, but
Juno.
Maybe we can leave that to the comments.
Yeah, let us know if you guys can find Juno, Alaska.
Yeah, is it real? Is it legit? Although I have a feeling you're probably gonna tell me or tell us it's fake or whatever, and that's completely cool. But still, the idea is there that there's something else out there that can really take you and do something with you really bad. As far as like ghosts and demons are concerned, and scary stories like that, I remember we used to go around walking the old Fort Ringgold, where we would go to school, and we went to school there, man. We went to school there. That was that was my pre-K. That was my first grade, all the way to junior high.
I was gonna say it was like that was the old elementary was the part that was haunted.
Yeah,
apparently.
Yeah, that was where the barracks was and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what, guys? I actually have a video of this. Ricky, remind me to send you the video. I actually found a light in the Robert E. Lee house. I'll tell you guys why we have the Robert E. Lee house here in Stark County. But I found it lit. In one of the rooms, it was lit. Like
what?
The actual, yeah. I have the one of the rooms was lit. I'll send you it.
Okay.
And then later it was not lit. Like it was cut off.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of stuff like that happening.
I actually have it. I actually have it recorded, and I'll send it to you right now.
Dude, like
I have that video, and
I've had my fair share. Like sometimes I would go walking there like really late at night, like. I mean, we're talking like 2-3 in the morning, late at night,
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
And so, but this night was relatively early. It was like 11:30 or something like that, 12 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And I was walking, just walking. And I remember, it was a Friday night. Yeah, pretty much.
Like normal people do at 2 in the morning. Just going out for a walk.
This was early, or early for me.
Yeah, because it's 2 in the morning. The day just started 2 hours ago.
Dude, so it was Friday night, so the buses would go and drop off. I guess like after sports, the buses would come in late and
from
and park
at like out of town games or whatever.
They'd come in and park, and buses would come in, they'd park, they'd take off, whatever, and I'm doing my rounds and stuff like that, walking, talking on the phone with friends and stuff. And I remember I walked around and I got all the way to the very end where my old junior high used to be. I walked past the shop class that we had where shop used to be.
What's the teacher's name? You know names.
Yeah, so we walked past the shop class, we walked past where they used to do boxing, and finally when I walked past where the bus area is, one of the buses had its lights on. Mind you, I had already walked past this area like 2 or 3 times and nothing was on. But of course, I took into consideration, well, it's Friday night and buses are coming in. Maybe this bus driver just parked
left it on or something.
and left his lights on. I just said, you know what, I'll tell the security guard, man, just courtesy or whatever.
Yeah.
I keep going and I make my rounds. I finally make my way back to the front, the main entrance of the fort. And, I tell the security guard, I said, hey, man, one of the bus drivers left his lights on. He's like, what? One of the buses has its lights on, that's it. And he's like, oh, okay. Pues, chinga, bro, nobody's come in, man. Pero ahorita voy. I'll go check it out right now. I'll hop on the golf cart. I said, okay, cool, man.
The all-terrain vehicle, sir.
I continued on. I went back around. You know, I it's like a mile loop around, but I walked back around, and I got back to where the buses are, and the lights were still on. And I said, well, maybe the doors are locked or something like that. These guys are gonna have to charge up the battery, you know, come Monday or something like that if they're gonna take it, whatever. You know, I get back to the fort, you know, back to the entrance. And the security guard's like, "Hey, bro, like, well, I checked out the bus, man, pero I can't get in it. He was neta, nobody came to drop it off. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's come in. You know, there hasn't been a bus come in for like an hour or something like that." You go, yeah, but don't worry about it, man. That shit happens all the time.
They're used to it already.
Yeah, so I just kind of looked at him like, what? You know, he's like, siempre pasa todo el tiempo. You know,
how the hell is that possible? Like,
yeah, he's like, it happens all the time, man. Like, it happens all the time. Nambe, I've been walking through here, and sometimes I hear people laughing and talking, la chingada, and you know,
there's
like
no one.
It like the guy was like totally desensitized
to it.
to everything. I guess he's like, nambe, bro.
Damn, dude.
He's like, al Chile, way, they're more scared of you than
you are of them.
than you are of them, man. So don't even worry about it, bro. Like, you know, no te mortifiques. I would really like us to go one day, and
which we're kind of working on that a little bit.
Like, I mean, if we
that's
have
how
to
we can record outside.
Yeah, maybe we can get permission or something like that to go. You know, I've heard of ghost hunters that come into the
I know that one group came like 3 years ago or something, and they did the border house and the red room.
Yes.
You know what? We have a more chance of the border house than the.
That's something that I wanted to do because I heard the border house has more activity and it's a lot easier to record there.
Yeah, and
it's a way better controlled environment.
Yeah, and we can get more permission because because if we reach out with the school district right now with all the COVID and all that,
they're gonna give you the whole workaround.
They're gonna do something and. They're not gonna. They're gonna push us away. But at least with the border house, we have a more more concentrated area. That would be an easier.
I feel like the board house is probably used to it too. If anything, they'll be like, fuck it, come on in.
That's exposure.
That's one of their things.
Like, you need help? We'll set up the cameras for you.
They have the whole rent the red room.
Yeah,
you know,
like,
kind of.
Maybe they'll
part
give
of
you
their I guess gimmick, if you want to call it that, or attraction.
Or maybe they'll say like, hey, you guys are gonna record. We'll give you guys a discount. You know, something. But
I just know the lady in red's hot.
Dude, so like, I mean,
I've heard so many stories about that place. I don't know.
There's, I mean, I totally get you. Now, I think that's a great idea too. But at least, I don't know. I find it peaceful walking around.
I enjoy running there.
Yeah, like I find, like walking around the fort. You know, going for a jog and stuff like that late at night. You know, just watch out with the crazy javelinas that are
don't
around.
come out every now and then because the river's like 10 feet away.
Yeah, and they're real. Just like, man, you know, they leave you alone and stuff like that. But
so you don't fuck with them.
You know, there's a lot of, I mean, like I said, you know, Ray and I went to school there. There's a lot of memories, and we could tell you like, hey, dude, remember this tree? This is where we hung out. This is where we played. You know, and there's a lot of scary stories too. You know, from the band hall. You know,
I've heard.
Yeah, a good buddy of mine. You know, he told me that, you know, sometimes he would walk in and he would see a cymbal spinning by itself.
What?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Fucking poltergeist kind of shit.
Yeah.
Just, you know, the fucking cymbal was spinning on its own. It's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So, yeah, there's a lot of creepy stuff. And then, like, where we used to have PE, apparently that used to be the morgue. Or no, the hospital. The hospital.
Okay, I was like, I don't think they had that.
Yeah.
No, actually, technically, the football field was supposed to be the graveyard.
Which one?
Our football.
The one.
The main one.
The main one and the big
Ricardo Sanchez one.
Yeah, the
Ricardo Sanchez one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big one. Supposed to be the graveyard or whatever.
I've heard they found bones all over the place in that school though.
I wouldn't doubt it, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, dude.
I have a couple of people that work in the school district, and they've told me that a lot of the projects they've done, they had to stop because they run into like bones and shit like that. Because again, used to be an army fort.
Yeah, but you have to remember, bro, is that we live next to the
river.
The river.
Yeah.
We don't know if that's Civil War bones or that's
Mexican
try to cross over. Sorry if anybody gets offended by that. I'm sorry, but you have to remember, like, well, plus this is
different times too, man.
There was different times too. Yeah. And the fort was built in 1840
something?
No, 1847, I believe, somewhere around there.
I know it's like from the 1800s. I
Yeah,
know that much.
Yeah, and you know, like Ray was saying, you know, the Robert E. Lee House. The reason why we have the Robert E. Lee House is because General Robert E. Lee made his way through here and stuff like that. And he spent the night there.
He
right?
spent one day.
One night.
One day. Yeah.
One day.
Well, he spent one day there.
Allegedly.
Yeah, and that, yeah.
No, actually, he did because
Did he?
because
I thought it was still alleged. That
okay,
he
because
didn't know.
he did because like he was playing a route to Mexico through here, but he had to go back to Virginia because when he had the last battle. No, the last battle, if you know your history here, was at next to Brownsville. It was next to. It was the last. Sorry,
battle in Texas.
No, Battle of the Civil War.
Oh,
that was the last battle.
You got me there, man.
No, because the thing is that watch. Robert E. Lee at the signed with General Grant at the Annex House. I forgot where it was, right? But the news didn't pass through to Texas until maybe months afterwards.
Yeah, I knew that because there was
wars.
It was just like word of mouth, so it took like a year for the Civil War
to
actually finish. Yeah, it took forever because they made peace over there, like in the north.
Yeah, but
then it didn't get to the south till like a year later. They're like, hey, stop,
yeah,
we're not fighting anymore.
No, because the last battle was next to Brownsville.
Okay,
I just don't remember the.
And then you have to take into account that they destroyed the rail system, so
yes.
there was really not a lot of transportation either.
Right, yeah, so that's a history lesson. I had no idea about that.
Yeah,
that's pretty crazy. Yeah. So that's why we have the Robert E. Lee House, you know, here, and you know it's been rebuilt, you know, a couple times and stuff like that. So I mean,
I have a buddy of mine going back to your story with the buses.
Mm-hmm.
He has a video. He's gonna send it to me because he also works.
is this the video that?
Yeah, he uploaded a video where he's doing his route. And he runs into one of the school buses, and it has the lights on.
Maybe it might be the same guy, man, that I spoke to.
It might be. So he said he would send it to me. So cool. I'm probably gonna upload it somewhere, add a little break or something, and just show his video because I know that one I can get for sure, and it's not very long. It's a couple of seconds.
I'm gonna have to go through my phone or my old phone to see because I did record it, and you know where I was walking by, and you know you can see the lights on and everything. I mean, but it's just me walking by. It's pretty boring. It's just a video of the lights on, and it's just me commenting like, dude, I just walked by here last lap and this thing wasn't on. Maybe a bus driver left. Like I was real open and clear about it, but the thing that freaked me out was the security guard being so desensitized to it that he was just like, yeah, dude, it happens all the time.
I had something similar back in my old job. I did security for a while. And that was actually the security guard where they made the new high school at, the one at 75.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't employed by the school. I was employed by the...
third party or something?
like a third party kind of thing. So when I was there, we were just keeping guard of the machinery and stuff like that, make sure nobody went in to steal the batteries or equipment from there. So they had the big old... What are they called? The ones that have the bucket in the front?
Like a forklift?
They're like the digger things. The ones that they use for, I guess, to flatten things out and shit like that. So when I would do my routes and the lap would take me maybe 20 minutes to do, the lights on those would turn on.
Okay.
The little yellow light on top and shit would turn on too. And there was one incident in particular where my shift ended at 12 that day, and the guy after that came in, right? But it's a pretty boring job and had nothing to do, so I usually stay with him an hour, just bullshitting or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking, and I think this was November, December. It was super cold, and we're there, and then all you hear is where one of the doors from the one of the tractors closed, and we're like, what the fuck? So we haul ass towards the tractors because logical thing to do, run towards the sound.
Mm-hmm.
And it just so happened that during that time, the dirt was super loose, so if you would stop, your foot would go maybe 5 or 6 inches down before you actually hit
something solid to get a push.
Solid, yeah. So if anything was there, you were gonna see footprints because your foot was just immediately gonna go down.
Yeah.
And there was nothing. There was no footprints, nothing. Somehow that door slammed, and we're like, okay, whatever. And we go back to the main entrance because that's where we would normally be stationed at, and then we heard the same sound come again, but from the other side where they had this little, little portables, I guess. They're little offices or something. And we also heard a door close, and at first I thought it was it's because it's cold, the metal and the tractor is doing the noise, but it's no, this was a distinct sound of a door closing. It wasn't metal hitting metal or metal reacting to cold. This is straight up like a door being closed.
Yeah.
And it was like, we are both going insane because there's no footprints here, and we both fucking heard it.
Yeah.
So this something with the city liking to build schools in places that are haunted or something. I don't know, dude. It's
I don't know.
It's weird.
Why would you put people fucking died here, man. Why are you gonna where's the logic?
The thing is that place is in the middle of nowhere. Technically, like where they built it, it's not like there was anything there before. It was just
how do you know
woods. Well, yeah, that's true.
You don't know.
Yeah, you really don't. Yeah,
you really don't know.
Yeah, they're like in one of the videos that maybe it might be in the other podcast that we didn't use because of things that we did in it. But I know I talked about this one spot that we used to hang out. The spot.
The broken house.
Yes.
The crack house.
We used to hang out at this random, like, we found this place.
Yeah, this is like okay.
When you picture crack house, that's how Chow
No.
This was like an abandoned house. Yes. Only like fucking crack addicts will go to.
That's a crack house.
No, dude. Like this, you can't, because this house was literally in the middle of a fucking monte, dude. Yeah. And if you had to have been a hardcore fucking crackhead, or homeless or something, like, to make your way in there, to walk that far. It doesn't matter. We used to hang out at this place late at night, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. We used to hang out. We used to drink there. We used to drink and stuff like that. And there was another house that was maybe like 100 yards.
Not even, dude. Like maybe
it was super close. And for some reason, we just got really brave. We had liquid courage. There was like 5, 6 of us, 7 of us that were there that night. And we said, "Hey, let's go look at the other house." We took off to it, and we walked up to it. We heard fucking, we heard something scurrying off, and a good buddy of ours fucking said, "Fuck it." He kicked the front door open, and we went in there. Fucking, we had no knives, no sticks, no rocks.
I mean, that's not gonna do nothing to a ghost.
We just walked in there. And we took a look, and we started looking around like, what the fuck is in here? You know what I mean? And I think like two of us had a phone, so we're just kind of like doing this number, and we started looking at what was around us, and we started seeing cup ramens and boxes of Church's chicken and bags.
So somebody's been there.
Yeah, somebody's been there. But the crazier thing was when we shot the lights up at the walls, and we saw this awesome drawing of a totem pole.
Okay.
Very, very Aztec, Mayan looking totem pole. I mean, we're talking like you can see the beak of a hawk or whatever the hell, and then the snake wrapping around. It was huge.
That sounds cool.
It was an awesome totem pole drawing that whoever was in there that drew, they left a real nice message on there. Whoever was in there came from somewhere deep in Mexico, making his way. I think he was trying to get to Atlanta, Georgia.
It's probably one of those halfway houses kind of thing.
No, not a halfway house.
No. I mean, like,
that was a stash house.
That's what I meant. Like, where they would dump him out and shit.
Yeah, and right as soon as we saw that, we all kind of like, oh shit, like. I felt really bad, you know what I mean? Like, we literally just kicked everything in, like, we broke the windows.
Fucked the place up for no reason.
We fucked everything up. Yeah, we fucked it up, man, and we were just all kind of like, oh. But, once we saw that and we realized what we were looking at and what we were standing in, we were just like, hey, dude, that's what we heard scurrying through the monte. There was somebody was in here.
Yeah, somebody was in there.
All of us just kind of... Let's go, dude. Like, let's go back. And
they might have guns.
We took off. We walked back. Maybe about 20, 30 minutes later, we looked back, and the doors and windows that were boarded up, that were kicked open, all of a sudden were
boarded.
Everything was back up.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Like everything that had a board, every window that was boarded, and every door that the front door that we went in through. The door we left it open, was shut. All the boards that we kicked off, we fucked that place up for no reason. But we just wanted to see what was in there.
That's fucking creepy.
Yeah, and like I said, nobody was living in there. You know, we just decided to go and look and
Just fuck around.
Yeah, we were in the middle of the monte, and yeah, you know, I feel really bad about it because I mean,
Chago, I remember that fucking night. I remember because like when you guys were this was when they decided, because I was there. They decided to fucking like go right.
Yeah.
I went in my car. I did. No, watch this. I went in my car to look for like candles or like fucking whatever, like something so we can go.
Yeah, like a light source.
Like light source. That was me, right? Yeah. So me and Pendejo, I went to my house. I'm like, Mom, I'm looking for like flashlights and candles. I can't stop me. What are you guys doing? Oh, we're playing light tag or something like that. I made up an excuse. Yeah. And we got all that stuff. These motherfuckers went without me.
Wow.
I remember that fucking night. Thank you for reminding me, fucker.
Yeah. So, dude. Like, I remember I had this. It was
shitty friend, Chow.
Yeah,
no, it wasn't him. It was the other motherfuckers. It wasn't him.
we dude, like, if I would have known, you know, I would have said, hey, dude, let's not go over there, man.
Yeah.
Like, these
this is not
you
safe.
know, this isn't safe, you know, and like I said, the scarier thing was like I said, 20 or 30 minutes later, you know, we look back, everything was boarded right back up.
That is
everything went
creepy.
right back up.
Yeah.
And you know, we were just like, okay, dude, maybe we should call it a night. You know, like maybe we should call it a night, and maybe we should leave, and you know, we ended up going back, and I think we went to another buddy of ours that lives, you know, off the street and stuff like that, and
it was like 2 blocks away, right?
A little bit further.
No, it was not blocks. It was like about at least kind of close to the school.
It was down the street technically if you make your way back to the road.
Okay, I know.
But like, you know, we hung out and just kind of reflected on what we did and what we saw and stuff like that. And
that's fucked up.
No, yeah, because when I got there, when they look at the house, like I look at the house, and the guys were like, "Hey, dude, that fucking shit was we fucking tore that place up."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Nah, they didn't."
You just fucking with me.
Nah, they're fucking with me. And then like I see everybody now, dude, Ray, like. They boarded everything up.
Yeah, like
when they fucking tore the house. That's why I was coming inside with my car.
Yeah,
like, and I missed everything, and I was all fucking pissed off at all these motherfuckers. I want to go with them.
And it was spur of the moment, you know. We were
it happens.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, that was one of the scarier things, and like it.
Have you went back?
So if you want. If we want,
if that place is still up,
it is actually.
It is still up.
It is still.
Oh shit! We can definitely go.
That house that I'm talking about, the one that got reboarded up, that house is now gone. Mm-hmm. But the house that we would hang out at is still there,
mm-hmm.
and it's very much
still the same.
No, it's somebody's living in it now.
Oh,
somebody's living in it now, and it's right off of the highway, and like I said, they built a road through there.
Yeah.
We no longer have to go through Monte and shit. Yeah, and go through shit and to get there. Like now, you can literally drive on the highway and
turn and go.
Yeah, turn, hang a right, and it's right there. You know, like
that's something we might.
Yeah, no,
fuck around and do.
And the house looks very, very. It looks alive now. You know, it there's somebody living in it, and that's cool. But that whenever I drive by it, which isn't very often, I've driven that road maybe like once or twice. I'm like, hey man, that's where we hung out and, you know, did some crazy shit. You know what I mean? That's where we used to, you know, that was our little spot.
Do your thing.
Yeah. Yeah. it was.
Dude, that was a badass night too.
We had a lot of good times, man. There, you know, like it was.
Hey Chago, do you actually want to know something really fucked up about that place? Not even 2 blocks away from there, there's a fucking bunker. Did you know about that?
A bunker?
I've heard.
There's bunkers.
Yeah, there's like little there's random, like, I've come across random basements or like undergrounds that are like You want to go down? Like the one at the school?
Oh,
Have
yes.
you seen that one?
I've seen that one.
I've heard of it. I've never actually seen it, but I've heard the school has a bunker.
So I've been down
or basement, there. I should say.
I've been down it, and it's
creepy as fuck.
Yeah, because when you're going down the steps, you know, it's just you're just kind of like, you can't see anything down it. Like, you're at the very bottom, you're just like,
yeah, because you're taking a weird fucking angle and shit.
What the hell is down there? You know, or what's in it? You know, you can't see anything, and
dude,
you just kind of creep your way in, and as you're looking up, you can see that, you know, the ceiling and the tile that used to be there is now rotted out and fallen. You can see through, and you can see up, and you can see the building that's on top.
That's fucked up.
And you can walk in, and it's maybe like about 30 yards. You know, it's a
good size.
It's a decent size basement or whatever the hell it is. I don't know what that thing used to be used for, but you walk in all the way to it, and there's another room. And in that room, there's the last time that I was in there, which
was a dead body.
Nah. God, I hope not.
Nah, dude, you can, dude. Like, if you smell a dead body, if it's more decomposition, you can smell it at least about 40 feet away, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you walk in there, and I remember seeing a chalkboard and like 2 or 3 desks. You know, I don't know if maybe it used to be an ISS building, you know, or
just like storage or
something. Yeah,
something.
or just a storage, or maybe another classroom for something else. But yeah, you know, it'd be nice to get in there and like, I don't know, take pictures of it or something like that.
What the fuck we see?
I know it's still there. I've told some other friends of mine about it, and you know, some other friends have asked, like, "Hey, where's that?" Like, it's right here. It's here at the fort, dude. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I don't know where it's at. I've only heard of it, so that's something I would want to do.
Yeah, I mean,
check it out.
We got a chance to explore it with one of the security guards who took interest when I was walking around one time, and you know, he took me around the golf cart and stuff like that, and you know, we took a look at the old Star Mall, you know, the old Star Mall, and I don't know why it's called that, but you know,
reasons.
Yeah, and you know, he was the one who showed it to me, and I was like, holy crap!
Hey Chago, do you remember the what's it called, the basketball court? You know, remember the basketball?
Which one?
The one in the middle school now, where it's
the gym.
The gym.
Yes.
You ever been to that football area, stuff like that, the locker rooms and stuff like that?
It's been a very long time.
Yeah, but dude, I went there recently, dude. It's changed so much.
I haven't been there in a very long time. I know. Yeah, I mean, after the fire and stuff like that, I know that the school changed, and
they remodeled a bit of it, and they closed up sections of it off.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, that was, I mean, for the most part, like where we had lunch and stuff like that and hung out, you know, like it's still there, but like the old locker rooms and the old gym, you know, it's still there.
I think the only thing that went away was the 8th grade, or what was my 8th grade section, which is like the front office.
Yeah, which was ours too.
Yeah, like all of that's just gone,
and
now it's just like the little tiny building, which is where 6th grade was at.
That's okay. Yeah, that's off on the outside.
Yeah, that's the only building that we have. Yeah, that I remember was like, that's my 6th grade building.
Yeah, like the last time I was there, like where I was able to walk inside of that building was like back in like 2011.
I haven't walked in those buildings since I was actually in that school.
2012, somewhere around there. I was helping out doing that Operation Lone Star stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was helping out. So, you know, it's nice to help out and, you know, to get a chance to walk in there. I don't know if they still do it there, but that was the last time I walked around that building. And you know, friends of mine would tell me that they would hear like the toilet flush, you know, by itself. And
I know
like that.
steps is a very common one, especially in the old elementary building, because it's, to those of you that don't know, it's like a 2-story building or 3-story building?
2-story.
It's a 2-story building, and apparently you can hear people walking on the top floor, leading all the way to the stairs.
Yeah.
And that's been heard by teachers, that's been heard by janitors, and I know that because when my mom was working there, that was one of the things, was like, oh,
that's
if
right.
you're here, don't pay any mind to it. It's like, well, you just hear random stuff like that. And apparently another school that has a similar problem is Roque.
Really?
She said that the restroom outside where the, I guess, a PE area is, that restroom, it's like a little square, right? And it has a metal gate in the front. So they have to put their card in the metal gate because that metal gate will lock on them.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so like if you go in there, like it'll just lock and there's no opening it. Like you'll get stuck in there until somebody else goes and opens it up for you. So
Final Destination or what?
yeah, she said that's one of the things, and I think there was like one other place that had like weird shit that happens. But Roque apparently is another place.
It's another hot spot.
Yeah, at least that old P area is you'll hear weird shit there at night.
We used to hang out there every once in a while, like
Play basketball.
Yeah, like and real late at night. We used to go to the swings and we'd well, it wasn't that late. It was like 10 o'clock or something like that. You know where the baseball field is.
Yeah.
One of the gates that's closer to the neighborhood. It didn't have a door, so we would just walk through it, and you know we'd go to our friend's house, and you know we'd walk through everything. You know, and the security guard was
cool.
Pretty chill. Yeah.
I mean, you could do that for a long time, but then there was like
I don't know about now.
They did something there. I forgot what it was. Like someone tried to I think someone broke in.
Probably,
and stole like computers or something, and then
there's always that one idiot that ruins it.
After that, I was like, you guys can't
like,
be here too late.
Yeah. I don't recall anything spooky or scary. Then again, I feel like a lot of the stories that we told isn't really that spooky. But I mean, if you're there,
it's creepy.
Yeah,
it's
creepy if you're there and it, you know what. Tell us your scary stories in the comments. You know what I mean? Like I'm
especially
curious.
They're locally in town.
Yeah, like I mean, like if for me, like you want to talk about sleep paralysis and dread and stuff like that, you know, that's spooky. But no, I want to hear about
I'm gonna tell you my scariest story that happened to me.
A ver.
Okay, so this is the scariest thing, and like it still freaks me out today. So when I was working as a security guard at the new high school, like I said. There was one day in particular that it was like really cold. It was like 40 degrees or 30 degrees.
Okay.
So I was like,
that's cold.
Yeah. Well, especially down here. So I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna be in my truck. So I would turn on the truck and I would put on the heater, and then I remember being in my truck and then my truck starts moving side to side, like if the wind was like blowing really hard or something. And I was like, what the fuck? It's not that windy. And at first it was like a subtle kind of movement to it, and then it felt like someone was like legitly trying to rock my truck. So I was like, what the fuck? So at that point I was located towards the very center of the construction site, so I was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna go towards the front where all the lights at. So I remember driving over to the front where all the lighting was at, and I could feel the sense of like just dread on me. Like it was like weird, like I just felt like dread and hopeless. So I was like, I'm not very religious, so I was like, you know what,
but at that moment,
so I was trying to pray, dude. I could not, like there was a knot in my throat, like halfway through like my phrase or my sentences, I just couldn't speak, and I was like, what the fuck, like, and I would try to force it out, and it was like my tongue just
nothing was coming out.
Yeah, like nothing was coming out. So I start freaking out, and this happens for like a good maybe 20 minutes. That I'm just like, what the fuck?
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, dude. Like it lasted for like a while. So then finally my time comes to like almost clock out. I think it was like half an hour before I had to clock out. And I was like, fuck this shit. So I just leave. Because I think it was like a Saturday or something. So like the Sunday crew wasn't going to show up there for like another while. So I go, I lock the fence, and I'm driving back home. And I'm driving through 755. And this has been the only time that while I'm driving, my truck starts swerving to the side.
Chingo.
Yeah, so like I was hitting one of the curves like as soon as you get out of the school, and I'm driving perfectly fine, and then my truck just goes to like opposite lane, and like just thinking about it, like still gives me some chills, like PTSD from that. Like that shit was, it was weird. Like the closest that I can describe to that feeling is when you have sleep paralysis, that you just feel like helpless and like something else is there with you. But there was nothing. Like nothing else happened besides the truck moving. But I could feel like something was trying to fuck with me while I was there, and I was like, "This is the way it ends."
Nah, it hasn't ended. You're still here, everybody.
Had a good life, and to my lover.
There, you know, like okay, that's what I'm talking about, man. Those kinds of stories where. Like, you know, I was asleep in bed and I felt something heavy on my chest. Like, okay, I've heard that one before. But an actual legit story, like another one that one of my cousins told me is my cousin used to work out in the field and stuff like that. And he used to go out and you know, do the summertime stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go out and make some money. And he used to. I don't remember. It was somewhere in West Texas. You know, I don't know. Make piscaban algo. You know what I mean? They used to go out and do some stuff. And los trabajos. And he told me that it was. I guess it was a weekend or something like that. And that he was hanging out, you know, with his cousins and his brothers and stuff like that. And one of his primas, you know, she was drinking and she had a little too much to drink or something like that. And they were playing poker and she got a little messed up. And, you know, my cousin went outside to go and drain the lizard. Went to go and drain the main vein. Yeah, you know, went to go drain the main vein. And he said that, you know, he went outside and he went to the truck and did his business. And he looked out on top of the cotton gin. And apparently he saw something standing on top of it.
Jeepers Creepers.
And this was, dude, he told me this story when I was like 12 or 13.
Oh, so this is way before cinema event came around.
But I have shut the fuck up.
We're not that old.
So I have asked him before about that, and he's like, "Oh yeah, dude, yeah, that happened." He was like 17 at the time or something like that. He was young.
So what the creature was like? What type
so like he said he saw something standing on top of the gin. He's like, "Hey, tu chingada madre!" You know, he yelled. I guess he thought it was like one of the kids or something like that standing on top of it. And that nothing, dude, that it just stood there, and he yelled at it again, and that all of a sudden it opened up, it like wings or something like that. It opened up its arms and he saw wings, and he said this thing was like as tall as he was. You know what I mean? He said this thing was fucking huge.
Mothman or what?
And he was like, "What the fuck?"
Mothman,
and that it
Texas.
just hopped. It just hopped off the gin. And it just did this, and it just fucking
took out.
Yeah, he was like, "Era una pinche lechuza, bro." Like, I mean, it had to have been, man. And
it's
like
a big ass lechuza.
Yeah, and you know what they say about lechuzas down here, que son brujas and all that stuff. And he's like, "Dude, legitly, dude, I feel like I saw a lechuza, like a straight up witch."
My mom has told me a lot of stories about that. Apparently, when she was a kid or when she was younger, that like shit like that was like really common down here. She was like, because she's told me a couple of times, she's like, yeah, I know when I was a little girl, because they're from a place called La Misión, actually Villanueva, which is like a little town that made La Misión, which made Camargo.
Okay.
So she said that like seeing shit like that was like super common for them when they were little. That like you would see like random things, kind of like lights shoot out in the middle of the night. Or like shit like a Mothman kind of thing.
Well, I'm not saying it was. He just said it was something really tall, and that when it opened up, when it opened up, like after he called it the second time, I guess, you know, when he made some movement, that it just opened up, and it just hopped, and it without making a noise, it just
fucking booked it.
But it didn't book it, like it just kind of like.
Yeah, made his way out.
Yeah, like it's like, all right, dude, you know,
shit.
You know, te miro, that apparently que le rayó la madre, like he was like telling it off or something like that. You know, but he's like if I were to bring him over and ask him about that, he'll tell you the same thing. You know what I mean? Like he sticks by what he saw.
Yeah, no, I fucking believe it, dude. Fucking. Shit's
you know,
creepy out there.
You know, another one. You know, my grandmother, my grandmother. She's from Roma. She was born. You know, she was born at home in a rancho. You know.
Yeah, she did. They had like a midwife. What's it called?
Yeah, you know,
una partera.
You know,
I say midwife in the Spanish.
Una partera.
Partera.
Yeah, you know, she's from the rancho, dude. You know, they had to walk miles to get water and get their groceries and stuff like that. You know, that kind of stuff. And she's like, sí, me acuerdo cuando era niña, you know, that they used to sleep, you know, in the ranch. And that apparently one night that she woke up and she saw somebody standing over her and her three sisters and her two brothers.
What?
That somebody was just standing over them, just looking at them. You know, just kind of just looking, and she was... He did this, and he left.
Dude.
And he left. And you know, my grandma was like, sí, me acuerdo muy bien, and you know, like, you know, that's pretty fucking creepy, man.
Because what makes it extra scary is that could have just been a random dude.
Yeah.
It could have just been a random dude.
Somebody
being like,
yeah, dude. And
just don't say anything and I'll leave.
Yeah. Like, I mean, like, hey, oh shit, you know, I was here to rob you, but you woke up.
Yeah, fuck it.
You know, yeah.
I'm gonna head out.
Or it could have just been somebody that, like,
just a guy that just likes to watch people at night.
or that, or just, you know, I don't know, man. Like, it could have been a lot worse, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, apparently this dude just like, you know, like.
What was that? What's that thing called? Tom Peeper? What's it called?
A peeping Tom.
Peeping Tom.
It could have been, man. You know, those times were
weird, dude.
yeah. Those times were real different, and you know, my grandma, she was a kid, so I guess she was scared or something, so she didn't say anything, and you know, that's one of the stories that she told me. You know, when she was growing up, you know what I mean. That because, like I said, she was from the rancho before electricity and you know, all that stuff.
Candlelight or gaslight or shit like that.
I got a story for you guys. It's pretty simple to the point. Okay. You guys know where San Isidro is at, right?
Yes.
Okay, you know that there's two roads, the McCook one and the San Isidro one, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, while I was going out with this girl, I'm not gonna say her name because I hate her to death. I went to go drop her off in San Isidro. That's where she lived at the point. And I went to go drop her off. I was going back to Edinburgh. And then I look in the corner on my right-hand side going towards Edinburgh. I think it's east, right? We go towards Edinburgh's east, right?
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I was going over there. In the middle of nowhere, I see this dog right in the middle of the freaking highway. Right? So, me being a dog lover I am, right? It was like it was showing his back laying on the road. My worst fear was like, fuck, it's dead. You know?
Yeah.
So I stopped, right? I honked at it, and then it got up, but it wasn't a fucking dog. It wasn't.
It's like a jabalí.
No, dude. When it got up and it's fucking legs right here. Mm-hmm. Raised up his hand, looked like a fucking chango. And fucking and fucking walk across the street, and then I was like,
"That's pretty creepy."
Yeah.
That's pretty creepy.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It got, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So I turned my truck like it literally, bro, just got up, got on his hind legs. It looked like a fucking chimp, boy. Mm-hmm. Right? Okay. And it looked at me. It looked at me, and like, I don't know what the fuck I saw. I don't know if I saw the nose or the fucking eyes were fucking big as fuck. Like it was black. Yeah. And then it just went across. This is the fucked up part, way. I was like, what the fuck did I see? So I turned my truck around where I went and then I turned around and I put my lights on and looking for it, right? I see like
I wouldn't have.
Huh? Yeah, I wouldn't have. I would have been like, fuck that.
No, because no, like what's it called?
Nah.
No. This is not the fucked up part.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
No. That's not the fucked up part, right? So I turn my truck around and fucking with the spotlight like this, right? So I can I put my high beams, right? I put my high beams, right, to try to look for it. And all I saw was a bunch of fucking like glowing eyes.
Everywhere?
Like glowing eyes. I was like, okay, I'm out of here. Yeah. I keep on driving. To this fucking day, dude. I always you know, Jago.
I wouldn't drive that.
No. Let me Jago. You know me, Jago. I always have a camera on me, right?
Yeah.
I always since we were kids, I always had a camera on me.
Yeah. Yes, he did, and he does.
He did. Yeah. But this time I did not have my camera with me.
One time
he has random pictures of nights. Like, hey, dude, you remember this night? Like you were there. What the fuck, dude? Like, yeah, and it's true. I remember he used to carry disposable cameres. Mm-hmm.
He a bunch of those. I need to fucking get developed.
He legitly always had a fucking camera with him.
Yeah, I always have a camera. I always have a camera on me.
You had that little red one too, the digital one.
Yeah,
I remember that.
And what's it called? Now, ever since the invention of phones,
Apple didn't pass it.
Very fancy. But I always like to have a camera on me at all times. But this time I didn't have no fucking camera. I had no fucking phone service. I was like, I want to get this fucking creature on film, but not to this fucking day, I've been going over there and I cannot see that fucking creature. And I know there's
I don't think I would want to run into
No, dude,
no. That would be like, no.
No, dude, this thing was a baby weight.
I'm out, dude.
No, this thing was a baby weight. I want to say it was about up to my knee. And I'm 6'1", so that's like about what, like 3 feet?
About 2 feet.
About 2 feet, right? Yeah. So this was about my ankle, and I picked up his arms. It wasn't a bear, because a bear would have been like running real quick.
Then even then, a bear doesn't charge on 2 feet, does it?
I don't know.
I think it just does it like to scare you.
Yeah, maybe. I fuck about it.
I don't think it actually
intimidation.
Yeah, it's like one of those intimidation things.
But like, dude, to this day, I've been looking for that fucking creature, dude.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't go looking for it. I wouldn't. I have one story that happened to me here. Actually, this is like nowhere near as good though. But as a kid, it freaked me the fuck out. So I was maybe like 8 at the time or 7. And I had some friends that they were staying over. It was like me and like 3 other friends. And we're here in the living room. Mm-hmm. We're playing N64 because, you know, that was the thing back then. Yeah. And here where the middle restroom's at, like the one that's by itself, on the corner, one of the sides, I'm not sure if this is like my family thing only or like a Mexican thing, but we would pile up the shoes on that side. So that's where like all the shoes were at. And we were just like hanging out. It was maybe like 12 at night or something. And we hear something fall. Like a boom, and we're like, "What the fuck?" So we go check in the restroom, and we had one of these. I'm not sure what the sweeper things.
Okay. A dust mop.
A dust mop, yeah. But that one was made out of aluminum or some kind of metal, and it had fallen down. And I was like, "Oh, okay, well maybe it just slid down or whatever." So I grab it and I put it in the corner so that there's no way for it to fall. Mm-hmm. So we keep on doing our thing, and then maybe like 30 minutes later here. And we're like, what the fuck? So I go up again to the restroom, and all the shoes that were stacked up were just thrown in the floor. Okay. Like if someone grabbed them and just did this to them. Yeah, like they were, and it wasn't like, oh, they tipped over, because if something tips over, they're going to be close by. No, these were like scattered in the fucking restroom, like just all over the place. And at that point, actually, one of my buddies was like, not my neighbor, the neighbor after that, he was like, yeah, me voy, güey. Yeah, dude. And he fucking booked it. Nothing else happened after that, but I thought it was so weird because I want to say that same day we had been talking about ghosts like earlier that day, but we were kids, so we were just like bullshitting and whatnot, and then that happened, and then we were all like, did we all just okay? Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're not. Where do we go? Where do we go from here? Yeah, so we just left it as is, and I mean. To this day, that has been the weirdest thing that has happened here. We had like one other incident with me and my sister, because we used to share a room before, and it was maybe like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m, and she was on her desktop, and we could hear someone talking, like people arguing, but it sounded kind of faint. So if you tried to pay attention to it, it would go away. You can hear it, but if you would ignore it, it would get kind of louder. So we thought that it was like my mom watching TV or something, right? Like watching La Ron America or some shit. So my sister, you know, being the brave soul that she is, she's like, Ricky, go check if it's mom. Ha! So as soon as I open the door, we can't hear it anymore. So, you know, I go again and close the door. And then we thought that it was maybe my mom talking in her sleep or something. Okay. And we gave it again, maybe like another like 10, 15 minutes. Y otra vez, I say like and it just like would get progressively louder, but you just couldn't tell what it was saying. But it was just like until like we're like, okay, I'm gonna go out again and check to see if it's mom talking in her sleep. Nope. Open the door. She's dead asleep. There's no sound whatsoever in the rest of the house. Close the door again and just didn't come back. But to this day, we don't know what it was. It hasn't happened again, as far as I'm aware. I mean, I'll hear like noises here and there, but never. Oh, I'll hear noises, not voices anymore. And that was the one time that I heard voices. I've heard like my front door open when I'm playing guitar. This room is very creepy when you're in the living room, because this room gets like pitch black. Oh yeah. Because there's like no light source. So if you're in the living room, sometimes you'll feel like sometimes you'll feel like somebody's watching you from this room. That's pretty creepy. Yeah, like you'll get like real fucked up chills, and then you'll turn this way, and it's like a void of just nothingness, because there's like absolutely no light in here. So,
Taco, I watch movies here with you sometimes, man. I don't want to think about that next time. Maybe there is. you know, like, it's been a very long time since I've gotten, and I'm not asking for it.
Sounds like
but it's been a very long time since I've had an experience that's legitimately
creepy.
Yeah, creepy.
Yeah, same here.
Like it's been a while, and I, you know, like I said, I'm not looking for it. I'm not, you know, but I mean, you know, if it happens, I mean, you know, it's just another story, right? You know, but like, it's October. We'll see what shenanigans we can. Yeah, if we can go to the board house.
I really want to do that.
Actually, I would like to go see the spot again.
I want to do that. So, I know you can rent the room and shit, and they're cool with it. They're like, yeah, rent the room.
Of course, I want business.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, and like I said, I'm pretty sure they'll be willing. And I mean, but we would probably need to do it right now because I'm pretty sure that other people are gonna want to.
Oh yeah, especially closer to October.
Yeah, and that's completely cool. More power to y'all. You know, go out there and you guys can catch something. You know, cool. But
we have a buddy of ours that has stayed there before.
We do.
Yeah. Alex.
Okay.
Alex stayed at the Warrior House before, and if I remember correctly, he told me that they had a pretty fucked up experience there.
Well, I'm really curious about that. Maybe we can bring him on board next time, and
because he has a story about what happened to him there. He said, from what I remember, I don't want to spoil anything, but he said that it was like
guys
weird.
Who knocked right now?
No.
Yeah.
Say all this fucking creepy shit, because the thing is that you guys we're hearing it from the headphones, right? And I'm like looking around, and I heard I'm like,
that was pretty funny.
Who the fuck is knocking?
God. Right,
yeah, so, like we could totally bring him on board and you know talk some stuff, and
we could probably do like we'll probably do like a recording of ourselves in that room and then bring him like afterwards and compare what happened to him to whatever happens to us.
I have a little audio recorder. It's not as big as this one, but you know, yeah, I'll take it with me, and you know we can set it up.
Me and Ricky can be cameraman.
Yeah, we can
whatever,
take our cameras,
man. Yeah, whatever.
I have my GoPro. I can take the GoPro too. I don't know how good the quality on that is, but
I gotta do is like we gotta just put the GoPro somewhere. Me and you be cameramen.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say like it'd be cool if we could like kind of separate and like one person rents one room, I get the other one, and just
the one next door. So like you're in one room and you hear like in your room, but then the next room over is like There's nothing, dude.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Yeah, that'd be really really neat.
I'd be down for that.
That's something that we should.
We need to plan that out.
Yeah, we could totally do that.
That sounds like fun.
And, you know, like I said, I'm not asking for it, but it would be really cool to come across a situation like that, because I feel like the scariest thing that's happened to me, that you know, it was just that incident that we talked about with you know, that little
UFO
the UFO. You know, like I remember my first nightmare as a kid that scared the living shit out of me. You know, but I mean something physical. Where like, dude, I saw that. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You know, Ray saw a fucking monkey or something. You know, like,
dude, this fucking day, I'm gonna look for that motherfucker.
You know, like
somewhere out there.
It's somewhere out there, bro. I'm gonna fucking kill that motherfucker and hang it up, dude. Cause
watching videos like one of those illegal animals.
I know.
They escaped the guy's house.
Like, you know, like the school bus incident. Like, okay, the lights were on. You know what I mean?
But it's something like super crazy.
Yeah, it's something super crazy. Like, yeah, I did a lap and the lights, you know, weren't there, and then I came back around. The lights were on. Like, okay, you know. What scared me, what I guess creeped me out, was the security guard's reaction to the situation. Is like, yeah, it happens all the time. Like, what are you worried about?
Which, yeah, it happens.
And it looks.
By the way,
Ray found the video.
I found the video
of the Robert E. Lee house. So
the Robert E. Lee house. I'm gonna send it to Ricky right now.
You want to plug your stuff? Like you?
I don't know how. No, I think it's on my Facebook. I don't know how to.
No, I mean, like, do you want to tell people where to find it on Facebook, or you rather just we share it?
We just share it.
Okay.
We just share it because it'll be a lot more easier. And plus,
if we're talking about plugging.
A ver.
Why don't we talk about Ray's projects that he does?
Oh yeah. By the way, guys,
that was really loud.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, like I am really, really okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to be a really, really heavy chain smoker, a really big one, and I recently quit smoking. I vape now, And out of respect for Ricky's house.
We need to put a meme.
Out of respect for Ricky's house, I am not vaping. Anyways,
right, thank you.
Anyways, what's it called? My future projects I'm planning to do is I'm planning to make a movie pretty soon of a horror film, like a horror film, just like psychological horror.
Ooh.
Like no, not psychological. I take that back. There's something called what's it called? I'm thinking about making a movie called Desperate. No, I speak Desperate Spanish, Chaco.
Desesperado.
Desperado.
Desesperado.
Desesperado. I can't say it.
Rick's the one that you're gonna want to.
Yeah.
He's a good one.
Oh, I forget.
I'm not. I can do some Spanish.
I'm from
but
Mexico.
I'm not. Yeah.
I don't know. The
I'm
thing
not.
is, like, look, Jaco looks more Mexican than Ricky. That's why I always go to him. And like that.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
Wow, he's right, dude.
And I'm the one that was born in Mexico.
That has to be like the
the stereotype
of the first
Yeah.
the first 10 seconds of the video, and then
That's gonna be
yeah. Anyways, okay.
That's gonna be your intro.
Sorry, is that like I like to make.
I can't get over that.
I know, that's fucking funny. Well, anyways, like I said, my projects, I'm making a thing called Desperado. I usually talk like Tex-Mex in my films, but like I'm very bad at Spanish, so it takes me like forever to write a script. Anyways, this film I'm thinking about is about 5 guys that are stuck in a bunker and trying to survive out of no water, no food until they get help. I'm trying to make that film possible, but it's really help. Basically, what all they have is a shitload of money and a shitload of drugs to survive. That's all they have.
Do all the drugs.
I know.
That's what I would do. Just do all the drugs and forget that you're hungry.
I'm not gonna spoil the film that I'm writing right now, but that's the whole plot is them to survive and how they will survive and to get out of the whole bunker.
Okay,
That's why I call it Desperado.
Ray does go on Facebook Live a lot, and he'll play some video games. The other day I tuned in on him, and he was going hard on some video game. He does some chats too, and
your rants.
Yeah.
I enjoy those.
Yeah, I do. I enjoy those. I really do.
Thanks.
And I remember seeing. I get the notification. Sometimes I'm at work and I'm like, fuck, I can't see what, and then some other times like, hey man, I'm already in bed, let me see what Ray's talking about, or what the hell's he doing, and it's just, I feel like your stuff going live is finally getting some views and stuff like that.
It does,
dude. I've noticed it's slowly growing.
Yeah,
dude, it's growing.
You're getting a little bit of a cult following.
Dude, it's fucking crazy because
and I'm totally cool with that. You know what I mean? Like I really am.
No, it's like I just go live just to talk whatever.
Yeah, we noticed.
Yeah, I just talk whatever.
It's just random.
It's just random shit. Everything was going in my fucking mind. But basically, what I'm trying to do is like I'm trying to fix my fucking interface because I have no idea how to fix the levels. That's why if you ever notice in some of my lives, you can't hear me for shit. And some of my lives, I sound very perfect. And some guys, I sound fucking outblowed.
I mean, that's the problem that I'm having with it right now. I don't know if it's recording the audio, the video, but I'm gonna synchronize it. I don't care how long it takes me. I'm gonna sync it.
I can help you with that. That's not a problem. That's not hard. Well, anyways, but what I've been noticing, I've been getting a shitload of fucking views in the first 5 minutes of me just talking about just random bullshit that comes to my mind.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and then, I mean, sometimes I know I'll chime in and I'll like, hey, fucker, how you doing or whatever, but like, just super random. Like I remember seeing like you'd have like 1-2 views.
Yeah, I know.
And then slowly but surely, the other day I was like 27 views. Like, oh shit! Like people are actually in here. Like, what's he talking about? What's so cool? But yeah, I remember you would hop on, you'd play some video games and stuff like that. Like that's really cool, man. Hopefully this can maybe boost up your stuff a little bit too, and
thank you.
Maybe you'll get some like, hey, I can act, or whatever.
Mr. Ray Saenz.
Saenz,
That's where you're on our Facebook still, right? Because I remember you had changed your name.
No, I changed my name to something else because
You did?
Yeah, he's not under Ray Saenz anymore.
I don't know. It's a Saenz Ray.
Saenz Ray. Yeah.
But I changed my name because I was trying to apply for these jobs that. No, that a dick. I'm not gonna say what type of jobs I was applying for, but I'm not gonna say it. But like to go into my Facebook, add me if you want, whatever. It's up to you. You want to view me, whatever. But all I talk about is what's on my mind and what's current events, whatever. I was gonna talk about COVID the other week ago, but I'm like, fuck that. Let them do their own things because it's gonna be a never-ending loop.
Yeah, that's why we've avoided it because it's one of those like there's no point talking about it because it's just gonna change right away.
Like I mean, COVID's been doing a number on a lot of people. And in our first podcast, I know we mentioned it briefly, and
we kind of just touched about it, and we didn't even talk about the actual COVID. We just talked about what we're doing in quarantine,
like how it's affected us in quarantine. Like, if it wasn't for that and the quarantine, we wouldn't have started this. We
would have not.
We would have just been going about. And another thing too, I wouldn't have. I started practicing guitar a lot more, and I've gotten into mixing and mastering my guitars and stuff like that, and syncing audio.
I've heard some of your shit. It's pretty good. Your syncing's really fucking good.
Thank you. And that's all because of the quarantine and the time and stuff like that. That's as much as far as I think we've touched. I can't remember anymore from the first podcast. But I know it was like a super brief touch on stuff.
I've been trying to record this man for many years to make a small little music video. Just to let you guys know.
It's next to impossible.
And now would be the time. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause, I mean, there's look.
So this is what we do. We're gonna play Carol of the Bells,
which is what I was gonna do. This
the metal one. Yeah, we will do like a metal cover of it. I
was gonna do that
for Christmas.
Yeah. I'm gonna record it. That's it. I'm gonna record it. Taco, I might need your camera though.
So I already have the music. I just need to do it.
Okay.
But it's fucking September. You know what I mean?
El tiempo para hacerlo eres bonito.
Yeah, that's what
God knows that you need the help.
He's my old friend.
He's a yoke.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
It's a yoke.
Ricky's right. Ricky's right.
Yeah, man. Like those are the projects that we've been doing because of all this, and it's brought us together and let's push this to do.
Which is cool because we haven't hung out in like forever before this. It had been like a year or two.
Because last time I hanged out with this fucker was about
it's been years, dude.
Years.
Yeah, it's been years.
Maybe like decades.
The last time I saw you was when we hung out a couple years back.
Oh, I remember that night.
Yeah,
that was stupid.
It was but it's been a long time, man, and Rick. I mean, the last time we hung out, aside from the last podcast, but before that, it had been a while too.
Yeah, it had maybe like a year, a little bit over a year since we had seen each other.
There's a lot of friends that I haven't seen, and it's just because of work and stuff like that. And I hope
it's adulting, man. It sucks.
It sucks, man. Yeah, for sure. But here we are, trying, and let's see what we can
make out of this.
Yeah, what we can make out of this stuff, man. You guys got the radio thing going on.
Yeah, we have the whole radio thing, Tequila in the Jarro, which is gonna be technically the parent branch to the whole thing.
I have no idea.
It's we're still figuring out. So it's gonna be the radio, which is the Tequila in the Jarro, which we're gonna have the link to at our website, so that streams automatically. So if you guys are into good old classic rock and roll stuff like that. We got some Whitesnake, Guns N' Roses, a little bit of Metallica, because I like the 3-ish, STP, stuff like that. So if you're into that kind of stuff, like just chill, you want something you want to play while you're driving or just at home or whatever. I think we have a pretty badass music selection. I listen to it whenever I'm working on the website, and I'm like, I'm not bored of this because it's not just the same thing over and over again.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna use it as a workout thing because when I work out there at work, a lot of the guys aren't into death metal.
Yeah, and people are like,
yeah. So it's like, hey, Chaco, put on your music. Like,
I'd rather not.
No, it's not that, but like, I don't think you're gonna be into it for too long. You know what I mean? Like, so
I know that feeling.
The playlist, the tunes that y'all got going on right now. It's easy to listen to. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel like it's for everybody.
Yeah, it's one of those like if you're just chilling outside your house or something, having a couple of beers.
Yeah.
And you just want music for the background. Perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect. You're barbecuing and you just want something to be playing in the background. You're good to go. Yeah, you're good to go.
Hey, that'd be a good idea for a barbecue though.
It would.
Just to be a barbecue.
I'm still learning how to barbecue, man. I'm getting there.
wait,
I'm getting there, man.
Oh, speaking of which, when me and this guy hanged out, it was at the same school. We were talking about the whole
Fort Ringgold.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were hanging out at Fort Ringgold looking for ghosts and shit. I was teaching him how to do fucking night photography.
Yeah, because
I saw the pictures.
They actually look pretty nice.
Yeah. Ray taught me quite a few things. Actually, most of my setup that I have right now was because Ray helped me calibrate most of my shit. That's why it's not fully optimized, because I did it. But I'm sure if Ray had done it, it would look a lot nicer than today.
Dude, you're learning way. Like, I'm not gonna. That's why I did not volunteer to get up and go do that stuff. You gotta learn your stuff.
Yeah, it's a pain,
and like. I mean, because this is your podcast. This is your baby. This is not my baby. This is your baby. And like the only way that you're gonna learn is that you do it yourself. I can only tell you what to do. It's your choice to take it.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'll take all the pointers I can get, man. Because this shit's a grind. I know the next thing you need to work on is gonna be the lighting.
So what I want to know is, are we gonna show clips of the last podcast that didn't make it?
I want to, but there's no audio to them. That's the issue.
So for you guys,
we didn't record the audio.
Go ahead, Gacho.
The podcast that should be on right now should be the one that we recorded, but
a series of unfortunate events happened
place, yes,
through that podcast,
and it was a
really fun podcast.
It was a fun podcast, but
it's just that we can't replicate it because it's one of those in the moment kind of things.
Like we're not going to be able to get that back.
Yeah, if you try to do it, it's going to feel too forced.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Ricky. What was the technical difficulties?
There's no audio on anything.
Okay,
we didn't press record on that, and this didn't pick up any audio, so we have no audio whatsoever.
Okay, let me ask you another question. Why did you do a rookie mistake?
Because
go ahead.
I don't know.
Tell him why.
Okay.
I want to know.
Wait. The reason why was because when I first tested my setup, I wasn't having problems with this.
So the fact that
picking up the audio.
Alcohol involved.
Oh, there was alcohol? There's no fucking alcohol here?
No, we're not allowed to drink anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, no.
Chago?
The thing was that the first time that I did the testing, my laptop was picking up audio. So I was like, okay, whatever. If that's how I'm going to synchronize it. And then when I found out that was a recording, I was like, no big deal. I still have the audio from the laptop. So when I go back, my laptop didn't pick up anything, and I think it's doing it again because it was working fine earlier, but now I don't think it's doing it. But
should we have taken a break?
We're already like an hour.
Yeah, but can't we?
No, I know, but like I'm just saying.
Not okay.
All right, so
but I can still force sync the audio because we have the audio because we did like the clap and stuff like that. So I know when it.
Okay, I can help you with that. That's not the problem. We can help you with that. I taught you that trick, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Told you.
Do the clap to do an audio sync. I don't know. I didn't think about that.
I told you.
But yeah, we had
I went to school for this.
episode 3 because I was saying episode 4, I think.
That was episode.
Yes, it was 4.
Was it?
Okay, well, whatever. The episode before that one, which we actually did record, is probably gonna have a couple of snips of the last episode because we have a little segment where we lost video. So I'm probably gonna use that as filler for that.
That's right.
So you're just probably like
I forgot about that, man.
Seeing like taking shots or something.
And we took those shots because it was, a lot of friends of ours,
had a birthday in
August, and it was mine and Rick's too, and we just had some fun and we got a little carried away, I guess.
I got a little fucking too.
That was a really fun podcast and stuff like that, and we I don't think we're gonna get that back.
We might maybe bring up the topic again later in the future. I know it's not gonna be the same, but we might retouch it, see how it comes out, see what it feels like.
Yeah. But it was cool, man.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
Cool. So
Chago, sorry, Chago, I need to say something.
Okay.
Why you didn't call me?
We did
actually.
You were busy that day.
Yeah,
you had work. That's it. It's the day that we messaged you. We wanted you for that podcast or the one after that because we had a couple of ideas.
Yeah.
But you were like, you should have told me earlier because I'm at work.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
We did message you for that.
Oh, damn it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
We have been trying to get you here for, a couple of weeks now?
Yeah, we've been trying to get you here.
I'm sorry, you guys. The thing is that, like, I'm trying to get... Okay, if you guys haven't noticed on my Facebook or whatever, I'm trying to get back in shape. I wake up every morning, go to the gym, work out 6 hours a day because I only have 1 week on and 1 week off. And when my week is on, right, when my week is off, I try to work my ass off to work out. You know,
yeah.
That's my thing, working out, because I'm trying to go back to 280, maybe to 250, because hey, if you guys see me, look, who's the biggest one in the room? Thank you. And like you put these guys together,
wow.
Okay, we put these guys together, still they'll have enough room for a little bit more. You know, I'm like twice the size of these guys.
So Ray is highly motivated right now.
Yeah,
and that's completely cool. And reach out to him and check him out. You know, give him a follow.
Check out his progress.
Yeah,
He's
check out his
always
progress.
posting up about your progress.
He fucking does jujitsu and what you're a blue belt?
Blue belt, and I'm also doing kickboxing.
And he's doing kickboxing.
I don't want to brag, but I'm a white belt.
No.
Yeah, Ray's very active, and that's really cool. Yeah, check him out, man, and keep up with his progress.
This has been like the third attempt, because the first time we tried to get you was when you were feeling sick, so we didn't message you because of that.
Oh yeah,
because we were like, you know what? Let's not mess with him. Let's let him rest so he can feel better. The second time around, you were like, I gotta work.
Okay. I want to tell you something. The first time I was sick, I found out that I had a fucking I had a what's it called, a STI. What's it called? CI? Urinary infection?
UTI.
UTI.
I was like, no, an STI is an STD.
Yeah.
No,
you had a urinary tract infection.
I had a urinary tract infection. I had that. I was like, fuck. How the fuck did I get that?
So, yeah, I remember you talking about it. You had, like, some issues with your
were
kidneys.
out for a while, too.
Yeah, dude. I was fucking sick. And I was worried because, like, there was this new medication I was taking. Not new medication. New supplement I was taking from Mexico. It's not steroids. But
steroids.
No, if I was steroids, I'll be a lot skinnier. Anyway, but what's it called? Like this thing was supposed to like detox me and shit, but I got fucking more sick. So I was like, fuck this. I went to the doctor. Doctor gave me some antibiotics. I was out for a week from work, and then after that, I was fucking better. And then the second time these guys called me, I feel bad. Really excited to go to work. I'm like, you fuckers. Yeah. Should let me know earlier. I would have been there.
Yeah, you were like, you should have told me like an hour ago or something, and I would have made plans. And I was like, we kind of forgot until right now.
It's okay. It's okay. But you know what? If you guys will do more podcasts, I will help you with anything you guys need, especially with the lighting, because I need to help with you with the lighting.
I was going to turn that lantern on,
but
I don't know if it'll be good light or not.
Okay, you got to understand. I'm going to teach you the lighting techniques.
I don't know jack shit about lighting.
I'm teaching you. And I'm showing you the rays of the ray.
So maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do that like off camera.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to teach you right now.
No.
Right here. Right here.
It's too complicated,
no.
Man.
It's going to be very easy. Light bulb must match.
Okay.
That's it. That's it.
All right.
That's it. Okay, that's my lesson for right now.
All right. But yeah, man, right, we've been going for about an hour and a half already.
Okay, I think we should take a break.
Yeah, you gonna take a break, or we're gonna wrap?
I think we should wrap it. Dude.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been
about an hour and a half to check.
I think
all right, cool.
Wrap it, yeah.
So we're gonna call it a day here. So thank you all for joining us again.
Please, if you have any scary stories, let us know in the comments. You know, I'm curious. I'm pretty sure the guys are curious.
I love scary shit. So,
anything that you guys found creepy. You know what I mean? Like,
we and if if they're like good or not good, but like if they're like interesting or lengthy or whatever, we'll probably make a part 2 to it sometime later on
and read them.
We'll read them. We'll be like, hey man, this person had this experience, and we'll see what we can do with it.
If you want to be kept private, that's cool too.
Yeah.
Let us know, and we won't give the name out. We'll just read, whatever
your story.
happened.
Yeah. And we'll read it with a very deep voice.
Gotta add some creepy like clown music in the background, like
That's a great idea, man. That's a great idea.
Like I'm down for that.
What's it called? What's that fucking that fucking band that used to play like fucking creepy ass music? Oh, like. Wow.
2 steps, 2 minutes from 2 steps from hell.
No, not that one. That's fucking awesome music. I'm talking about the creepy shit. The jail showed us. I forgot that fucking band. I'll show you tonight.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you. We'll see y'all around.
We'll see you guys.
There, guys. What the